Bernadoodle's barnyard. Homestead right arm. Hometown innovation. All across this great nation. Bernadoodle's barnyard.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bernadoodle's Barnyard. So I was really happy we got the oven done yesterday, so that's up and running. I have an oven again. I pulled out a ham from the freezer that we had bought to cook the day before the oven broke. So I'll be cooking that this week. 7-month-olds are terrorists. I was up all night last night. I'm exhausted, so gonna try to wake myself up and feel good because I have a lot to do today. I haven't done any milk since before our trip out of town, and I have at least 9, probably 10 gallons of milk I need to deal with. I put the fresh stuff from last night in a pot with some yogurt last night, so I made that directly into yogurt. So still have a lot of milk to do, though. I'm probably going to do butter, and I might leave some with the full cream, so I have some really good full-fat mozzarella, so it tastes a little better when you leave the cream in there. And most likely just going to make it all into mozzarella, but we'll see if I get inspired to make anything else with it. So my friend who also has Rex rabbits was selling a cage on Facebook, and I really liked it, so I'm going to be buying that from her, and her husband is nice enough to be delivering it. It's a 6-hole with some really nice thick bars for the sides, and it has built-in feeders. I really like it, so I'm going to get that, and I need to figure out where I'm putting it. That will be housing any replacement does I decide to keep, because at this point I have a lot of rabbits and all of my cages are full. So when I decide I want to keep a younger one to replace one of the older ones, I don't have a spot for it. I will have 6 more small cages now. They're 24 by 24, so not the smallest. They're actually pretty decent, and I just need to buy some trays for the bottom of them. I really wanted to avoid the type of the trays because it means I have to clean poop and pee really often, probably daily, which I avoid, but I like to let it drop to the ground and come through with a wheelbarrow every once in a while and scoop it all up. With these, I'm going to have to clean them so they don't overflow because they'll be stacked on top of each other. But that is what it is, and it solves one of my problems. As it stands today, I have 34 bunnies I get to choose from when I am trying to select new does from the new buck. And I have 3 pregnant now and 2 open that I'm still trying to breed. If you look close, there's a phasmid right there. Can you see the stick bug? I thought it was a hay sticker. Pretty cool looking creature. Nice to see. The bunnies are just starting to nibble on mom's food, which is great. My pretty lynx girl just had one fall off, but she's still running away from him, so I'm not sure how successful it was, but I'm pretty excited. If she doesn't get another one, I'm probably going to put her in there with him again today, just because I'm not sure if it was actually a true fall off where he impregnated her or not, but her face was funny. She's like, what happened? I'm so excited. This is a really pretty one I've been trying to raise up. I'm probably going to keep her. The rest of my herd I plan on replacing, but this one looked really nice, so I'm planning on keeping her for a while, and I hope she gives me some beautiful babies because her shape was a lot nicer than a lot of my other mothers. She had a lot less of a long shoulder. So, yay. So today is September 22nd. It's officially the first day of autumn, and the leaves are starting to fall. And with that third fall off, I officially only have one open rabbit. Everyone else has babies or is pregnant. Yes. First day of autumn, I've decided that it's not too early to start breeding my goats. So I moved Pony's mother and sister, older sister, in with Rubble. All the other goats are in with Pony. And the 3 baby goats that are not big enough to get bred yet are back near the house. So today I'm getting rid of all the milk from when we left on our trip to now. It's Monday. I have about 8 gallons here. I'm gonna have a chance today to try out my new cooktop and see how it works for cheese. I'll be using both cooktops. I'm also trying to make a little bit of yogurt. So it's 10:30, we haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm really hungry. So I'm cooking up some hash and eggs. And fun thing is now I have a space to do cheese while I'm making hash and eggs because I have the 2 cooktops. So awesome. While I'm doing this, my children are watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for the first time with their grandmother, and they're gonna have fun. So they have some popcorn set up. They already had their breakfast. One thing I noticed with the new stove is that it definitely has a louder hum than the original induction top we have. Adding in the citric acid dissolved in water first. I'm gonna just make it all into mozzarella if I can. Now I'm working on just heating all 3 pots to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is going to take a little while. Stirring as I go, trying to make sure the milk doesn't scald.
Willy's coming, Willy Wonka's coming. Get ready, here it comes. You're missing it.
Okay, the smallest pot just hit 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm working on the medium-sized pot. I added the rennet to the little pot. Now I'm going to cover it and let it curd. Hopefully it becomes the right texture for mozzarella. I'd like to make pizza for dinner, so it'd be nice to have some mozzarella. I'm just working on the second batch now, and then the biggest pot over on the other cooktop is going to take a lot longer to become the right temperature to add the rennet. Sometimes mozzarella doesn't come out right for me, so I'm really excited. This is all definitely going to be wonderful mozzarella. Unfortunately, I didn't think that this new stove would cook different, and this giant pot actually heated up past 90 degrees on me because I thought it would take longer than the little pots. I wasn't checking the temperature as much, so I ended up taking some milk out and adding in cold water to get it down a little bit closer to 90. It still was hotter, but I think it worked anyways. Now I'm going to cut the curd and let it heat up in the whey to make it more firm. A fridge full of milk is now a fridge full of mozzarella. To finish off the look of my new oven remodel, my new clock just came in. So my friend just delivered me my rabbit cage system, which I'm really excited about. And also she had a bunch of fresh veggies for sale. So I bought a bunch of tomatoes, eggplant, onions, potatoes, and carrots from her. Figure out where it's going, but that's the rack that the cages go on, and there are 6 of them. Really nice looking. And 5 pounds of red potatoes, 5 pounds of white potatoes. These are really good looking carrots. Some eggplant. And then I did a bunch of tomatoes. I'm gonna make some sauce. And I have 1 bag of fresh picked ones to eat.
There's some more words to find. Wake up. Wake. Wake. Up. It is spring.
I'm making some fresh tomato sauce out of the 4 bags of tomatoes I got from my friend. And I'm not going to be canning it this year. I'll just be eating it or freezing it. All right, so I decided to make my routine a little more annoying. So having the babies up near the house kind of sucks. One more thing to do. I need to go feed them, water them, and they keep knocking the rabbit waters off of those 2 cages. I hate that. So I am also walking Blue and Nymphadora to the milk barn twice a day, neither of which loves walking, and they like to choke themselves. So I want to give you a rundown on how to walk a goat who doesn't like to walk themselves. Hello, Blue. All right, we're gonna go this way. Huh? Bet you shoe poppers now. One thing, if they're going the right way, let them lead you. They like that better. They don't like being pulled. So as long as she's walking the right way, let her do her thing. She's going the way I don't want her to. I want to turn. You know how best way to move a goat? Circles. Circle the goat. Oh look, now we're walking the right way. Oh, another circle. They think you're bringing them back to the beginning. It's kind of like a Temple Grandin situation. Bring them in a circle. They think they're walking back to where they want to be. They don't know you're actually moving them where you want them to be. Circle, circle, circle. We're going to this gate. All right, we're through the gate. She wants to walk the wrong way. Come on. All right. Again, circle around your body nice and tight until she's head's facing the right way, and try to let her lead you. Nope, don't want to go that way. Nope. And here we are. They're not in heat. They don't want to be in here. They'd like me to let them out. I'm going to leave them in here till they get bred, though. So if you're trying to move a goat and you're pulling them, they'll literally let you choke them out. They'll be twitching on the ground, choking to death before they let you walk them. So if they're not walking, pretend they're in charge and then just trick them into walking the way you want to walk by, well, walking the way you want to walk, but in circles. Right now, my biggest thing is I want to keep Nymphadora and Blue away from their son and brother, just because that's kind of gross. If I can help it, I want Rubble to breed them. So once I'm fairly certain that Rubble has bred them, it doesn't matter. I can chuck him in with Pony, and if they're bred, it won't matter that he's in there with them. So hopefully they do that soon, and I don't have to keep doing this routine for, a month or 2. Hopefully it's within the next 3 weeks. I see them have muck butt or see them mounted, and we call it done. So if the 2 that are in with Rubble are obviously bred, I'll chuck them back in with the rest of the girl herd so I don't have to bring them back and forth for milking. And also they can go out to pasture that way. Right now they're going to be on hay and whatever grass happens to be in that pen. These 3 troublemakers, I'm going to have to do something to secure the rabbit waters better. And I really don't like them over here, but I don't have a better solution. The only place I have for them where there's no fertile buck is the dog pen. I don't want them in the dog pen, so here they are. Stop causing trouble, girls. Made pizza with the goat's mozzarella. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. We'll see you next time on Bernadoodle's Barnyard. Have a great day. Stay safe.